Apologies, my friends, for the lack of videos on Friday. And I know I've missed a few videos in the last couple of months. I'm still adjusting to, trying to look after the new house with 6 more pets than I had before, and a missus, and a child, and a job. So I'm still trying to work things out, and trying to get back into streaming and stuff. Still trying to work things out, so I apologise. I had just a terrible night's sleep, and the transfer window took ages. But with an asterisk here, I've had a very good transfer window. I have had a little bit of a punt on a certain player, but I'm pretty damn pleased with how it's gone. I think despite losing Griffiths, which we've sold. That's his name, right? I'm doubting myself. Yes. Apart from losing Griffiths, and the replacement is not quite as good because he's an exceptional player, I think we're much better overall. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Liverpool did a win. They did a win. For a minute there, when we were 4-0 up, you think 4-0's fine, don't you? And then Richarlison seemed to remember that he's actually quite good at football, which was scary. But we did a wins. So, outs first. I don't think any other really big outs. Vlodders went for 500k, but Ryan Griffiths went for £10 million to Millwall. Premier League Millwall, which I'm like, he's a very good. I think it's a very good signing for them. Like, he's a really good player, but to get £10 million for him, absolutely delighted. At one point, we had a bid from Saudi Arabia of $7.5 million, and I was like, okay, I'm very happy with that. And then Millwall came sniffing with that Premier League money, so very, very happy with this. Back end of last season, especially, like, he was good. A little bit in and out through the sort of first 2/3 of the season. Last few games of the season, he was exceptional. Yeah, I think he'll be a good player for them. And they're all like a newly promoted side. Yeah, okay, they're big spenders, eh? Big Lou, look at you with your Premier League monies. So I'm very happy with that. Because we didn't have much money to spend. And obviously his wages was... ironically... This sort of shows maybe how overpaid he was. He's gone to the Premier League and hasn't got a pay rise. You need a new agent. I don't know how you get sold for £10 million and don't get more than 25 grand a week in the Premier League, Ryan. That is... Can I tell him to sack his agent now, or is that only when he's here? So what did I do with said £10 million? Not gone crazy with it. First thing, coaching badges. We finished our coaching badge. I think we're done, or I'm working on the A licence now. Very good. Facilities. Remember, we've got to have the best youth set up in the world, in the country. So we've bought the stadium. That was completed on the 29th of May. We've got youth facilities and training facilities. Combined cost of about £4.5 million. Got an extra scout, and we've increased the maximum wage of the head performance analyst. I know, because I saw the comments, you were all wondering about that. I love it when the board comes to you and they think they've had such a good idea. Do you want us to improve the wages of your under-18s physios? Yeah, all right then. That was good. So, money spent. You might recognise one of the names. So, that was Dusan. This is our first one we did ages ago. This was our Griffiths replacement. Like I said, not quite as good, but good age, has some interest. He's a leader. He loves a bit of flair. He loves a pair of flares, and he's a very good player for us anyway. If we never had Griffiths, you'd never seen Griffiths, you would have gone, oh, this is one of our better players. So we signed him for 750k. We did that a while ago because we knew we were losing Griffiths. For 25 years old, from Bromby, who struggled last season. Very happy with that. Next up, we got Klaus Moritzen. This one's a little bit more of a punt. Even though the foreign player rules are quite fine here, I think it's a perfect balance of trying to get lots of Danish players, but you can still have some foreign players. But ideally, I'd love to have a full Danish side. This is a 21-year-old Danish centre-back. He's not a world beater by any imagination. He's really good in the air. He's not terrible. He's not supposed to be, jump in as our first teamer. He's cost us 400k from Copenhagen, one of their decent youngsters. My thought process is if he's fourth choice here and he could develop, and if he doesn't, we're never going to lose money and we can get our money back. He's still going to improve as a player. So I'm pretty happy with that. Probably maybe paid a little bit too much. Next up, Casper Skite. Very excited about this guy. 21 years old. The trouble is, at this level, all the best youth players play for our rivals, which probably means we have to pay a little bit more. But I think this guy's worth it. There's multiple reasons why. He's a very good number 10 as an attacking midfielder, also an advanced playmaker. But he can also play very good as a central midfielder on support. He can also be advanced forward. So he's going to be very important for us going forward. He's only on £3,000 a week, which is lovely. And then I decided to do it. Kim Seong Jin is here. Bought him from Pohang. He was the one we loaned in. And it was a 2 million fee. Because I think he's going to be really good. Like he is. He didn't quite show it, let's say. A lot of sub appearances, to be fair. He did score a goal. But I think overall, 2 million quid, I think is a worthy investment. And like I say, I'm building the fan base in South Korea. Genuinely, I've got that in my head. And then, so far, this after the window actually opened, we've got Jesper Elhav. Okay. That's gonna... Ellie. He is our new backup right midfielder. Again, youngish, Danish, very good physicals, not the best going forward, but he's only the backup to Frankowski. So it's like, as a backup, very happy with that. And he was on a free. And then this is a random out of nowhere. And Antonelli, Antonelli Cecchetto. He's Italian, obviously. Can you not? The accent. Not that great, but he's 22 years old. He's on a free, and he's just a decent sort of squad player for that sort of ball-winning midfield role, centre midfield at a push. So very excited. Who else did we get rid of? Hewison I couldn't sell. Jewel went. Well, he's one of our youngsters. The wanted far too much money for a permanent contract. Ed Hewison I couldn't sell. But, and I like him. It's just, as a backup, I'd rather have a Danish backup, to be honest, and sort of convert. He's got amazing physicals, and he did all right for us, but he's on decent high wages. I think they're paying money for him, which is good, and they got optional future fee of 425 grand. Like, he was fine for us. As a 19 sub appearances, he was good, but why not just have a homegrown backup? Glenn Muller's out on loan. He's our big prospect, so he's going to get some game time at Sondursk, which is the relegated team from last year. So that's kind of perfect sort of level, I think, for him. Then Big Johnny Horns, sadly, Big Johnny Horns has left us for 750 grand. He just wasn't very good. As much as I liked his name, wasn't very good. Kind of struggled to find a sort of position. I want both my central midfielders, whether it's the ball-winning midfielder or the centre mid, just to have a bit more like tackling ability, winning the ball back ability, rather than he's a kind of a mediocre playmaker that pretends he can play centre back like a shit Mascherano. So yeah, it's time for him to go. 750 grand, and then we've got more signings hopefully to come in now. Goalkeeper situation. Barr is still here. His contract runs out at Christmas, so we've got 6 months left. We got Tonks. Remember, we needed 3 goalkeepers, because weird rules. That I'm going to try and sell. He's not good enough to be American. If you're not, because I'd like to have a good American that might get a few more eyes on us as a team, but he's not good enough for Americans to really care, essentially. And also not very good, just in general. So we're going to get rid of him. I am trying to bring in a goalkeeper. I'm doing lots of scouting. There is one I want. Casper Obling Hugh. 600k, happy with that. 18.5 grand a week, happy with that. Bit on the high side, but he's a very good goalkeeper. There's a slight problem. And that little tiny slight problem is that Ajax are already are in for him. Now, I'm hopeful. My only is keen on joining Randers. He would look forward to playing in the Champions League. My hope is that they're bringing him in as a backup, and so I'm not sure they got this guy. Okay, can we have him then? We'll have him. I'm hopeful that they're just offering him a backup contract because they've only got one goalkeeper, and we're offering him, star player. You're going to play every week, so I'm really hopeful that he's going to pick us. He said about Champions League football, but I'm sure Ajax are in the Champions League, no? Oh, they are not! How are they not? Wow. Okay. Are Ajax oh! Weird. Okay. No, 4 years have dropped off. So, okay, I'm even more hopeful. That's good. I also need another striker. Obviously, we've got Ken, who signed a new contract. We've got Holt, our sort of backup, but he's more of a backup number 10 as a youngster number 10. We've also got Philip Drost, who can... He's like not bad. He's only 17. Like he's a bright future, but I don't, especially with his mentors, I don't want to have him as my main backup. If Ken gets injured for a month, I don't want to be playing this guy. I want to be playing this guy, give him minutes when we're winning, sort of thing. We do obviously have, as I said before, Skype who can play there, but he doesn't know the position yet. I just need somebody to sort of fill the gap for this season, and maybe if Drost improves. So we've gone in for a few players now. We've been rejected because one of them chose Dundee over us. I don't want to talk about it. Do they not know that's in Scotland? John Hunter from Burnley gives us a bit of a different option, this guy. 20 years old. He's 6 foot, but has 14 jumping reach, 17 heading, good finishing, well-rounded. He's not the quickest, but not slow. Like, for us, actually, I'll be quite happy if we could get him, just as a loan deal, not to purchase or anything. And Lorenzo Leone, who's a bit of a better player, but also higher wages. They expect more from him. But I feel like if I could get him, I would be delighted. And he's also, I wanted somebody that's a little bit better in the air than Ken. Maybe if we're chasing a game and we need to, because we're already playing quite counter-attacky, longish ball, I think this just gives us more options. So if we can get either of those, I'll be delighted. I'll take Leone first, though, even with his wages. Finances-wise, we've got 6.5 million in the bank. We've got 5 million left of our transfer budget. We're under wages by 30 grand. We're building facilities. The projection is not bankruptcy. So that might be a first in Football Manager history. It'll be fine, because obviously the game doesn't realise we get money. They said they improved it, but this is so bad. Like, so bad. But yes, so very excited. Very excited. I think we are done if we can get the striker in. If we don't get that goalkeeper, I'm definitely going to look for another one because Tonks is going. I'm not massively no, I'm okay. I think with the central midfielder, Zanelli, who has a release clause. Is it Zanelli? He has a release clause, which was met by, can't fucking remember. And I was like, shit, panicking, need a replacement. And he's like, I want to stay in it. Because apparently he's from Essex. And Campo's here as well, who's developing very nicely. So then I'm happy with them to be my main guys. But we've got Skype as the CM, and then back up Skype, we've got Antonelli Gitento and Forsgaard. And we've also got the... No, am I making shit up? Yeah, I'm making shit up. It's those two. So overall, I'm pretty happy. I think we've got Gomez for another 6 months and we'll reevaluate. His physicals are still standing up. My hope is Gomez plays for the next 6 months and we gradually bed in Kim Song-jin, and then it becomes Kim and Dusan as our main centre-back pairing. So, I'm like I said, Griffith's loss is bad. He was a big player. Van Riel, not quite as good, but we've got a much better backup. We've strengthened in other areas. We've got more homegrown talent and a couple of really good youngsters. And, Jokinen's coming back as well. So he's going to come back and do things. So that gives us plenty of depth at centre-back option as well. So pretty happy. Just get that goalkeeper in. Papa is a very solid all-rounder. And I wouldn't be heartbroken if we had to play him for I wouldn't be that bothered if we had to play him for the next 6 months. If this goalkeeper chooses Ajax and we have to go in and I can't find anybody, if we just get a backup for 6 months and then keep scouting and try and replace him in January, that's fine as well. We've got the money for it and all that sort of good stuff. So overall, very happy with how this club is being set up. We're improving the facilities. Our facilities were already decent. We've got good training, good youth, good academy, good youth recruitment. So we're going to keep working on that. We own the stadium, which is nice. Can we ask for an expansion? Build new stadium. Now let's not do that. That would feel counterintuitive to what we've just done. We'll have a little ask. I don't know where we are sat in the season preview. We're third favourites. I'm fine with that. I still think we are third favourites. I would genuinely agree with that. I think it's acceptable. Our first game of the season is against Valus. Are they newly promoted? I don't remember them last season, but I do have a terrible memory. So no, they're newly promoted. 900-1. Just smash them. We're away from home. We've got Frem as well. Nice, and then it kicks off. Like I said, obviously you'll get to see the new players a little bit more, and I'll do an episode in a couple of games' time when we've finished the transfer window, hopefully with the new goalkeeper, so you can all sort of see him. And then I'm going to start just as people really seem to like the idea of just going through the season a little bit quicker because we're a good side now, so we should be winning most games. So you won't be, sadly, unless it goes horribly tits up, be able to just watch me rage at how shit my team is. Because hopefully we should be quite good. Maybe not winning the league every season, but battling for it and then focusing a little bit more on the European competitions and stuff. So that's the plan going forward. But we'll do a few episodes early on just so we can see how the team's bedding in and the new players. Frankowski, Dom. Need a little bit. Oh, Van Riel, let's go. He's keeping it. Van Riel. Sorry. Let's go, Vanny. Gomez assist. Lovely. Yeah, we'll see how the new guys are going to bed in. Okay. I like Ken to get a goal early. There is something, I don't know, it's wrong of me. There's something about Ken. Going to smash one in now, isn't he? There's something about, I'm not 100% convinced. Oh, should have scored that. Which is stupid because he scored like 27 goals last season. I guess in my brain, and this makes no logical sense, but in my brain, because I'm playing a slightly longer, more counter-attacking football, I like the idea of just a bigger man. I don't want a slow lump of a man. I want a bigger man. We all want a bigger man, right? I want a bigger man that's a bit more physical, that can maybe hold up the ball a little bit more. But it makes no sense because you can play sort of fluid counter-attack along the ground. But in my brain, in my tiny brain, I feel like. But that's why we're getting another striker in, right? If Ken does have a little drop off, then that's fine. We'll bring the target man. Not quite target man. We won't play him as a. We might play him as a target man, but right. Let's give Skype some time. This is a good chance to bed him in. Van Riel's had a good debut. We'll take him off. Well done. Yeah, I want a big season from Dom. He was fine last season, but he should be very good. Right. Let's give Kim. We're only 1-0 up, but I'm feeling confident. Right, Ellie can come on for his debut. A bit of encouragement, lads. Just get a second goal, kill it off. You should have killed it off by now. Okay, Frem are losing 5-0. We've got them next, so looking forward to that. Right, boys. bit more time than that, Cornelius. Key. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. Okay. Early season, you know. They've had a pre-season was tricky. Still hungover from the big open top bus tour. Great Gusto, bit more of an attacking threat. Let's go. We've got half an hour. Let's go attacking. Keep our sort of style, but we'll just add counter press to it. I'm not going to go stupid high line or anything. Right, lads, come on. Okay, I thought that might be a bad. Okay, lads. Right, win that, win that, win that. Okay, look, lads. That's a good win. Go on, Ken. Go on, Ken. Oh, terrible goalkeeping. Oh, thank God for that. Okay. Okay. We'll keep the shape. We'll just chill out a little bit. Okay. Long ball. Headed on. Ken, not a great finish, but the goalkeeper is dreadful. So, we'll take it. Go on. Go on, Kim. Go on, Kimmy. Go on, Ellie. Go on, Ellie. Oh, Ellie's got one. Let's go. That goalkeeper is fucking worse than Bobba. I shouldn't be rude to Bob. Bobba did well last season. Their goalkeeper's having an absolute mare. I think he gets megged, didn't he? Oh, yeah. 2 guys. Double meggage. Okay, little wobble. Just for the fans, keep it interesting, and then we smashed them. They scored. It angered us. Nothing to do with the subs that I bought on, okay? Campo. Dom getting a goal with you. Oh, Sky. Ellie is going to get it back. And Ellie could also play up top if we did have a bit of an injury crisis. Ball up. They're flying forward. Pedersen. Oh, Papa knew it was going over. 6-2 in the Silberg-Frem game. Did the Silball player score a hat-trick in 6 minutes? Is that what I've just seen there? Well done, Zanelli. Play it in. Skite. What have you got in your locker, Skite? Lovely. Dom, come on. Lovely. Ken, tight angle. He loves it tight. He does. He loves it. Great assist as well. Okay, Ken, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm doubting you, Ken. You are actually our best player. Wait. 4, 6, and 10. 4, 6, and 10. Imagine going to a game as a Frem fan. 10 minutes in, some dude scored a hat-trick against you. Sky's looked good since coming on. Ellie's looked. All the new guys have genuinely looked good. Remember, they're a terrible newly promoted team. Oh, okay, that was quite good. Okay, Poppa. I'm not sure what he's trying. He doesn't look like he attempts to try and make a save here, Poppa. His angle is. I don't know where he's wandering off to. He's not actually covering the goal. Okay, we need to decide. Come on, don't go to Ajax. we need that guy. Please don't go to Ajax. Can I show the guy a tape of Poppa and just say, look, you're going to be first choice. Look at him. Look at him. You're going to be, I promise you, you're going to be first choice. Right. I think I'm going to do a little prediction. I think we've lost European places, or like we have to go in at earlier rounds from next year because of doing shit in Europe. But we're going to fix that. But we go into the groups. Is it the league phase? I'll say group. So currently it's the second qualifying round, then the third qualifying round, then the play-off, and then the league path, whatever. Does it say where we enter? Round is the league phase on chess. Okay. I'm going to predict. I think league. I think we'll be in the top 3. I think Big Fat Middies and Copenhagen won't be as bad as they were last season. And I think we'll be similar. So I think it'll be one of 3. I'll say second. We'll finish second in the league, which I'll be fine with. We're going to get... I feel like we're due to not have a random result in the cup. So I'm going to say when we enter the third round. 4th round of the cup. Champions League. How many people in the group is there? I can't... We're not going to get playoffs, are we? Like, we're not going to get the automatic-y bits. I don't think we're going to get playoffs unless we get a very lucky draw, but it's kind of seeded and shit, isn't it, to make sure all the big teams get through. So, yeah. But I'd like to pick up a couple... If we can pick up a win or 2, a winner and a couple of draws, some good performances against some of the big teams. And to be fair, I'd like to draw a Real Madrid or something, you know. It'd be fun, wouldn't it? Right, thank you very much for watching me. Thank you for the support as always. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.